What is good, YouTube? Welcome to day 291 of backtesting. We're going to be doing gold. This one that we've been doing these days. So, wait, I was actually about to take a trade, and yeah, let's see how this one goes, and we'll go over the analysis and why I wanted to see this place higher, and it fails. No way. It actually won't go higher for the rest of the day because it's shopping, and obviously we'll need to run liquidity, which in this case we are already the liquidity. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next trading day. Going on the daily time frame, you can see that we are kind of displacing lower. This previous day was displaced lower, but we still kind of consolidating inside of this gap. Now checking the 4-hour, we are in this huge 4-hour fair value gap, so if it rejects it will be good because we have a good liquidity run. I'd like to simply see this inversion here also hold in price. This place is higher. Checking the 1-hour, obviously there is still the liquidity run. We have the London high right here and the Asia high as well. So I'd like to see price displaced and take out all those liquidity targets, obviously. Yeah. Now checking the 15, we don't have no gaps, no nothing, so no entry just yet. So we just have to wait and see. 5 minutes, there's nothing just yet. 2-minute inversed a couple of minutes earlier, but I'm going to wait for the 8:30 open. Okay, that's a good move there. Let's see if this 3-minute inverses, then we'll try out longs. And it looks like it has already inversed, so we might as well just try out the trade. Okay, so we have this gap here, so if price is to displace higher, I'd like to see this low resistance liquidity get taken. Okay, this is not good movement. And bang, take profit gets hit at 9:30 open. So I mean, this was a very good one, despite the fact that it gave us a little heart attack. Was a really good move, and we also hit this high here, which could have made us how big is it? It could have made us around 3.3 hour. Yeah, that's a good move there. Let's go to the next trading day. Next day open. Now we're still displacing higher. We have this kind of auto block. Now we have these relatively equal highs. 4-hour, we displaced into this huge gap that was created yesterday, and the 1-hour is obviously still moving higher, quite good. We have the Asia lows hanging here. I think we could have another liquidity run, it would be great, but if it doesn't, then we don't have to force a thing, we just have to play it by the rules. I just would like to see it displace higher. Let's see. Okay, get a 15, the 30-minute. Looks like we're going to first have to run this. No, we shouldn't fall short of it though. 2 minutes looking good with this inversion. Right here. And it's rejecting this huge 15 minute. And I think we could drive all the way to these Asia lows. So we could try out some shorts actually. Let's see if they hit. Something like this. Yeah, we are cooked. Okay, so this is not a good day to trade. Would have liked to see some liquidity run before doing anything. Because the next day open. And yesterday the targets didn't get hit. They were hit today in some Asia session, like when the market opened. It closed somewhere here. There's a small New York opening gap right here. It's a small one, so it's kind of irrelevant. So we kind of ignore that. Now, as price keeps displacing higher, we have another gap here. So I'd like to see it maybe run this Asia highs. Checking the 15 minute, I'm expecting a retracement like probably somewhere inside this low, and see how price goes. Okay, that's a crazy drop. 30 minute was extremely bearish. I'd like to see this place higher now. Okay, 5 minutes actually moving good. Okay, let's try out longs. Seriously, it's going to, it wants to break through these lows very badly. And bang, take profit gets hit after playing around the stop loss. So I think we shouldn't consider these, but instead consider at least this low here. Because look at this heat here. Look at this heat here. So instead of waiting for how many points, it's actually 0.1 stop out. We were like 1 point away from getting stopped out. So I guess I would call that luck, or maybe I adjust myself to be somewhat bigger, because honestly this opportunity wasn't the worst, even though price was choppy. There was a small liquidity run here, and this isn't a shift in my opinion. So this wasn't the craziest opportunity that the market could present. All we had was just this 1 hour gap and a lower time frame inversion. That's all, nothing much. Going to the next day, let's see how it goes. I have a small order block here. And 1 hour has run some liquidity here from London session, and we have an unfilled 1 hour gap. So this gap here will have to get filled a few minutes from now. So let's see. 1 hour retraced into the gap. Okay, let's see how we'll probably find an entry here. We get a small 5 minute gap retracement, like to see price displace higher. This is some crazy consolidation. I think it's because it's micro gold futures. Anyways, we're about to get a 15 minute gap retracement. We have a very beautiful inversion, so it's like some kind of BPR retracement. So if it's a good BPR retracement, then this will be some good longs. And also the 1 hour inversed. So I mean, the confluences are building up real quick. And price displaces higher without retracing into the 15-minute. Okay, 5-minute retraces lower, and the 15-minute now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no gap. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I use the 5-minute maybe. This closes ain't good. This closes ain't good. Yeah, let's go to the next day. You can see it's shopping all around. Next trading day, next day open. Now we're having some good bullish displacement. Gold is hitting good highs. 1 hour is displacing higher. 15-minute. The rates, there's a small unfilled gap. Okay, very good. 8:30 open, retraces lower. Yeah, this thing doesn't want to retrace at all. It's a very crazy 1 hour close, but a good thing is that we hit the auto block. So I'd like now to see price like hit this high here. Okay, let's see if this 5-minute here gets inversed. Okay, then we get this. So now checking the 15-minute, you can see that we ended up closing obviously inside of this gap. So I'd like to see displacement higher. Now there's another place that will cause some heat, which is this 15-minute. We can try out longs and target this high here. And also have another small liquidity run here. No way, crazy retracement lower, crazy retracement into the inversion, and bang, we hit take profit. Very beautiful move. That's because we're trading with 5% of the current balance instead of the initial balance, so the risk is kind of way too much. Okay, so this is some good gold displacement. I wish all the days on gold would be like this, but then gold can't allow it. Let's go to the next day open. 8:30. Oh god. Okay, 4 hours retracing lower. Taking the 1 hour. There is nothing much, man. There is nothing much. I think we might have some bearish displacement though. Bearishness might be more likely. Let's see, we got a 15-minute gap retracement. 5 minutes was displacing higher. Then you get the liquidity run. Okay, this is some crazy displacement, so I'll be taking long on the next retracement. Okay, so I'd say this is a good auto block retracement right here. 1 minute ended up inversing. Actually the 2-minute ended up doing a better job at that. And so we had this. I can do something like longs here. And we'll have this right here. That will be the kind of trade. And here will be break even. And we hit take profit in how many minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Take profit gets hit in only 4 minutes. And see how crazy that position was. Oh god, why am I so tired? Okay, next day open again. We're still displacing higher. I have this from the 4 hour. Wait, 4 hour, what? Why is it already displacing through it? Okay, I don't really care. So that obviously means that it's not an obvious strong liquidity, and we are on some sort of all-time highs. Now we have this high here. Now we get a retracement, very beautiful retracement into the gap. So I think price will be going higher today. Okay, there's the liquidity run, and check this. We're at 8:30 yet, so let me just wait for 8:30, which nothing happens. So 8:30 wasn't that useful on this day. Now checking the 5, we're having a small movement higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. So there is this. You can see after the inversion, price retraces back into the inversion. So maybe now we can start getting some displacement higher, most likely like to this high here. Okay, this isn't looking good so far. Okay, now we're displacing. Yeah, consolidation, but price ends up hitting take profit around 902, 904, somewhere there. Very, very beautiful move. And we also ran this high here as well. So this is what gold can do if it's in a good trending mood, and well, if it's not, it cooks you. It's so obvious. Okay, let me go to the next trading day. Your next day open, so before 8:30. So you can create a new high of the day. 4H. 4H has kind of like hit an auto block. When I'm trading gold, I base more on these auto blocks because they obviously min too much in trading forex commodities or metals in general. We have a good inversion right here. I'd like to see price break through this thing here as well. So let me wait for the 8:30. That's where I'd like to take my trades. Let's see, we might have a run on this low resistance here. Okay, you can see that's a very, very beautiful move. You can see price runs the low resistance, and I would like to take continuation to the highs if we still are bullish, as I'm not going to force anything. It will be some sort of kind of reversal thing, but it's okay, you can try it out. So we have run on this liquidity right here, and aside from that, well, we don't have no gap, but we have another block. So now we should start retrace, should start displacing higher possibly. So the long will something like this, small targets. Yeah, we are cooked here. Oh, we should start retracement to the inversion maybe. Whoa, okay. I don't understand how price missed stop loss by a tick. So this is a good bullish movement, to be honest. Very beautiful bullish movement. What's good RASPI? My win rate is around 50 something percent, 50% around there. Let's see. And that's in backtesting. In backtesting, my win rate is around 50 something. In the live markets as of now, it's around like 58, if not 60%. Yeah, we're at 51. Nice. Well, I trade the PB model, inversion model, if you know it. Do it on NQ futures and gold futures only. That bro, I have more than 8 years of data, cause there's more on FX replay. And honestly, I don't even backtest too much. I just backtest, a few minutes a day and I'm done. So I don't think it's too much. That's why it doesn't cook my brain or something. I just do the backtesting a few minutes of the day and I'm done. A few minutes of the day and I'm done. It's as long as I don't backtest for 5 hours and some stuff like that. It's not bad. Okay, let's go to the next day open. New York AM open, which is a 8:30. So I'd like to see what entries or what possible trades we could take. We can see that we are at all-time highs on gold. We have a unfilled gap here. So if we're bullish, obviously I'd like to see this place and create a new high of the day. So we'll see what we can get. We have a couple of unfilled 30 minutes, so maybe retracement here we could try longs, or maybe into this other block right here. So let's just wait and see how we can take a trade with this. I think the 3 minute is crazier. Okay, so we got a retracement into the 30 minute gap here, retraced quite good. You can see it's a good retracement, and it also tapped into this this candle here that started this other block here. So this is some good retracement. Here I would obviously like to see this place more to the highest point it could be. Maybe we can use this 3 minute inversion. The reason I used the 3 minute inversion was because it was the highest inversion presented between the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 minute time frame. So that means I will be using the 3 minute here, and maybe see this place higher. So I don't know, we might get like a 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5. Let's see what we can squeeze out. Obviously break even at this highs here. Damn, I didn't even know it's raining. Okay, so let's try long and see. Crazy consolidation, and bang, TP gets hit. So very beautiful move. You can see kept consolidating around this inversion and hits 1.4 TP. I think it might continue even displacing higher. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it keeps displacing higher. So good thing we didn't aim like way too far, and got the low hanging fruit. So not bad. Let's see what happens at 9:30. We actually retrace into a 15 minute. Is it a 30 minute though? It's just a 15 minute. Okay. It's kind of slow here, but if this inversion here holds, then longs will be quite good. And you can see there was some kind of displacement, and then price drops heavily lower, for which I think it will have stopped me out, like at a break-even or something. And then final high also gets it, so very very beautiful movement, very beautiful, I'd say, delivery. So not bad at all. Imagine that we started with 50k and we're a realized value of 111, but that's because, well, we're risking too much, and since we have a good win rate, obviously it has to. I went to a bad time frame, I think. Where's 8:30? Okay, so now going on the daily time frame, we are retracing into this daily fair value gap. And so you have something like this here, 4 hour, retrace into this thing here. So now maybe we might start displacing higher. Get a small 4-minute gap retracement, and we get a little run on liquidity right here, but we don't have no inversion, so it would be crazy trying to long this, except maybe if we go with the change in the state of delivery, because you can see we get the change in the state around here, and we get a good retracement into the change in the state, and then gets followed by what? An inversion. So what kind of delivery is this? Very very beautiful one shot one kill, I'd say. It's kind of like a one shot one kill, but one shot one kill is a swing model, so I wouldn't compare it to that. Let's see if it displaces higher. Yep, it fails, and it's totally fine. Now we get another 15-minute gap retracement. 5-4. Okay, 5 minutes actually has a very huge gap, that only if that gap inverses is when I would try longs again. You can see it inverses quite high, so that means that the stop will be very very tight. Yeah, we might try something like this and take longs. And bang, trade gets to take profit. Very beautiful move. 1.2R. Actually, this is another banger here. Another small inversion. You can see we had another small inversion right here, so we can try longs off of this. Have a stop here and take like a 1 to something here. You can see after price runs this high, it doesn't return lower, so that's why it will go to break even, then let the rest of the trade play out. So maybe it close like this bearish candle close and catch around 3 points on gold, and 3 points on gold is actually huge. And another thing is that it has failed to run this Asia high, which is not good. Okay, let's go to the next day open. So 4 hour are going higher. We have a small order block retracement. 1 hour, another order block retracement, and fair value gap. So maybe we could hold higher and head to this London/Asia highs. So wait for some sort of liquidity run, because we have some liquidity right here. So let's see what is the whoa, right at 8:30. I think it was an FP, so I'd say I predicted the NFP move. So that checking the daily, obviously we are higher. So maybe if we're too long, I'll try it on the next retracement where you can see we get the 5 minute gap retracement. So I'd like to see it inverse here. Okay, here is a small inversion, and on this inversion, yeah, we could try longs. I think I'll be targeting an easy 1-to-1 and get moving. Yeah, it fails. Let's see if the 15 minute does it. Whoa, it's going so sloppy. And bang, trade hits. After years of waiting, trade hits. Oh god, okay. And I am so tired. Okay, very beautiful trade. I already closed it. Give me a second while I refresh this. Okay. Now let's go to next day open. Okay, so we still have price displacing higher for our. So I would like to see price, still push higher. We have an unfilled 1 hour here. But I'll have to see what price is to do. Okay. I'd like to see price displace lower. If it doesn't, then obviously I'm wrong and it's okay. Then it's going to displace without any retracements. So this is a good 5 minute gap retracement. Actually here there was an entry. Right here, you can see there's a small 5 minute gap retracement, and when you zoom this thing in like this, I think price obviously is going to displace higher. Trade hits bang or take profit. So this is a very good move here. Insane. So what's a good thing we can do? Let's go to next 8:30. Next day open. It's still displacing higher. 4 hour is looking good as well. Good retracement into this thing here. 1 hour is also displacing higher. We got a liquidity run. I'd like to see it run this high. Very obvious draw. And we had a liquidity run right here. We're still in this kind of order block right there. So let's see if something fractal forms up, then we can try out longs. Okay, so one thing I can notice is that if we're still displacing higher, you can see first things first, we're in the macro, right? We have a very beautiful gap there that's holding. So like to see this place higher and just inverse this kind of gap here and head all the way to this highs, but most likely this will be this these relatively equal highs will be my target. Let's try longs now. Bang. Holy bang macro. Holy macro. This is fire, bro. This is fire. And see how the macros and gold are playing out. I mean, these stats are fire. These stats are real fire for sure. And let's go to the next trading day and see. Okay, so daily, we're still at the all-time highs. 4 hour, we are displacing higher. 1 hour is tracing into a gap, so I'd like to see it do something like that. If it doesn't, then no trade for today. It's as easy as that. 15 minute, we are retracing lower. Like to see some continuation moves on to take a trade. Now it's raining heavy, bro. I mean, I didn't expect it to rain this heavy today, but yeah, we're good. At 8:30 we get a very crazy explosion higher, running the high that I was expecting. I still think bullish prices could play out. We have a good rejection here, so let's see if it inverses, and we get the inversion right there. Now the 15 minute obviously hit this candles here. 1 hour is obviously close to nothing, like it's not that clear, but one thing I can notice is that the gaps going higher. We had a liquidity run of these lows here and this low here, so we simply just like to see this place higher and run this data high. I think let's check the news that was there on that day. Let's first take this trade. Let's frame it. So this will be a long position, stop somewhere here and take profit all the way at these highs. And we get stopped out right away, which is completely normal. I think price is building up for something better, obviously, so no need to stress a thing. So you can see the 1 hour ended up inversing, so I wouldn't be favoring any long setups right now. I just like to sit and read price and see why did it do that it did. Okay, yeah. This day is not the best. It looks like I don't think this is the best kind of price action I've ever seen. So I'd like to maybe head to the next day and see what I could get off the next day instead of trying to continue trade this kind of price action. I'm taking the 1 hour. Next day open, so daily. So we're having some sort of retracement. For our I'd like to see space lower, because if we're bearish, then obviously we should be space lower and maybe displace into this gap here, which we tapped into a little bit. So let's see if we get some good drop lower. Okay, it's a good 30-minute run higher. Right at 8:31 we get a run on the low. So since the low has been run, then I would expect it now to start to show some sense of maybe displacing higher to these Asia highs. And wait to see how the 5 minute looks like. Okay, this is good. We got a good run on liquidity. We have an inversion inside of here. So let's see if these longs actually play out to these highs or not. And then it gets stopped out. It's totally fine. So we had a good inversion right here, and I'd like to see a change in the state of delivery get formed while I'm in the trade. So I have a stop here, take profit all the way at these highs. Yo, Lobe, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Good luck to you too if you are a trader. Let's see if this place is higher. You can see, yep, taps into this here, creates a small change in state, then traces lower. So this is very, very low probability. So you'd rather close it at the break even here instead of keep holding it, because you can see this place is lower aggressively. It wouldn't be something to keep holding. I think this might be heading to the data lows. No, I don't know. And there's this kinds of news. Price tends to do crazy things. You can see it's chopping up already. So this wasn't the best price action, to be honest. Not good price action. Okay, next day open. Alright, now I need some new daily highs printed if we're bullish. We have a good 4 hour here holding 4 hour gap. We could hit like this high here. Now the 1 hour is also displacing higher, right? We have this gap here. 15 minute has some sort of inversion here, but then there's another block because you can see we're about to build a higher high here, so that like this consider this the other block. Yeah, and just wait for 8:30 first. Okay, so nothing that much yet. So Lobe, my entry model is simple as this. First, I find the draw on liquidity. As in this example, my draw on liquidity is this high here. It's an Asia high. Now I want to see price displace like all the way to these highs. And what do I enter off of is if we have a good fair value gap like this or an auto block that's clear, then I would like to see a liquidity sweep, for which in my opinion liquidity sweep is not mandatory, but high time frame PDRA is mandatory, like an auto block or the fair value gap. Then for me to enter, I will wait for low time frame inversion, and that will be the final confirmation for me to take longs or shorts depending on what bias I have. For as of now, I'd like to see liquidity run, maybe see this low here get run, then I will be looking for a chance to take longs. You can see we failed to run these lows, so it's no liquidity presented. Okay, this is a crazy rejection high, and if this 5 minute closes higher, it will be great. I will be taking longs. You can see the 15 minute closes extremely bullish, so I think we could try out longs after this kind of move, even though there wasn't like a liquidity run. There was just a simple retracement lower and the 5 minute inversed. So I think this is liquidity that will be left for later. So I'd like to see price simply displace like these highs here and these highs here. So I'm going to take a stab at longs and see how it goes. So try the longs. My stop will be somewhere here. take profit one is here, and the whole take profit is at this high, close to our 1 to 2 hour. And let's see, TP1 gets hit as price struggles. You can see it's consolidating way too much. And I will be trailing my stop to break even. And bro, it's going so slow, and it ends up tagging me at break even. So do you see how my trading model is, Lobe? Yeah, this is how I basically trade every single day. So this one ended up as a break even. Quite unfortunate. You can see price started stalling somewhere here. This was like some quite confirmation that price wasn't willing to go all the way here. It was going so slow. So good thing I had to trail my stop to break even. So let's go to the next 8:30 open. So if you watch closely, we are in some sort of consolidation, and I saw that this thing happens on NQ and gold. Most of the times it consolidates after like hitting all-time highs, consolidates a couple of days, then breaks out lower or higher, something like that. Well, Lobe, it's very simple for me. It's very easy for sure. I don't know, maybe it's because I've got to see it multiple times, got to tape read it, but it's very simple in my opinion. Now I have a small liquidity run here. Gold is kind of chopping up, so if I don't really have something clear here, it's very choppy. So if we are to trade, we will do some kind of macro setups. Trade the 1 minute, like very low time frame, instead of like having high crazy targets. Because as of now, maybe if we use this 1 hour gap, then I will be looking to target Asia high. But instead of targeting all the way to Asia high, I would have a low hanging fruit like at this 6 a.m. high. A low hanging fruit, obviously. Let's wait and see. And see, it ends up displacing higher, and it ends up running this high here. So my win rate is 50 something percent. You can see in the live markets it's around 68. I have a couple of funded and eval, you can see it right here, and in the backtesting it's around like 50 something percent, 52, 51. So I think it does change in the live trading, because obviously in the live trading some things do change, but yeah, that just a few little tweaks happen in live trading that make the win rate a little bit higher. But yeah, that's the win rate, 50 to 60%. So we have low resistance liquidity here, so I don't belong against that. I'll just wait and see where price is going to head for the day, because I'm not going to trade this whole chop here. Okay, we get now this is one of the macro trades. You get a 15-minute gap retracement, 5-minute has no gap, 3-minute has a gap, 2 has a gap, so 3-minute is actually okay. Let's see how the 3-minute closes. So 3-minute closes leaving behind a small inversion here. So if we have this beautiful fair value gap and a small kind of auto block tap, I like to see this inversion hold IFAG maybe like these highs. Let's see, we can just take a stab at it and try it out. So yeah, I think 1.5 hour will be good. Are you backtesting for specific reasons? Well, I don't really have like specific reasons, because When I started this backtesting series way back, like last year, saying, okay, let me do a year of backtesting every single day. And well, the reason I do it is, to just see how my model operates in certain conditions. Because as of now, I'm tape reading September of 2025, where gold was kind of breaking out over range. So to see how can I optimize the strategy to, you know sometimes be more conservative, like where to be more aggressive and stuff like that. So that's the main reason, because the strat does work. I've tried it in the live markets. Uh, I've tried it in backtesting, and since I know it works, I just have to do some fine tunings, small fine tunes to the model. Okay, so it looks like this one's gonna be a stopper, because if it doesn't break out or break over this high here, then we are cooked. Okay, since it did, this is good. If it retraces lower, I'm gonna close at break even. So this will be break even once it hits that low here. And take profit gets hit. Very, very beautiful trade. Took around 1 hour, but not bad. 1.5 hour secured, and yeah, we are at a quite decent balance. Anyways, I'm going to close the session here. Shout out to anyone who showed up today. Shout out to Raspi and shout out to Loeb. You know, uh, have a great time, have a great night, or have a great day. It depends with the time zone that you're in. And yeah, that's all for the backtesting session. Be blessed. Peace.